What is the noblest, holiest, and complete act of a human being? I'm taking a pause because I want you to feel that. There's nothing holier, or more complete, or more sacred, or noble than this act. It's very simple. It is to see what is as it actually is. Most of the time we look at the appearance and we get used to the appearance and we don't go deeper than that. And then we wonder why life doesn't work, why we get caught. We never see a thought as a thought, we see it as reality when we think about it. We never see our opinion as just our opinion, we think that's the way it is. We don't see reality, we only see our concepts. Everything is an appearance of the real. Now many people say, but this is not real, it's an illusion. In a way, yes. But it is an appearance of the real. When you look at it and explore it, not as false or real, not as anything, but to begin to feel its energy, you will go deeper. And it is that depth that transforms. It is that depth that brings the transformation. You don't do anything actually. In fact, the less you do, the more you see. And the more you see, the greater the transformation, the change that happens within you. You know, I've been doing hypnotherapy for so many years, and I've met so many people, and I've learned more from them than I have from anything else. And the changes happen when they begin to relax in their being. Okay, so how do we see what is as it actually is? One of the things that very few people are aware of is that through conditioning, through the past, we acquire a self-image. We can't help it. Most people don't even know they have a self-image. And yet we function from that image most of the time. Just like Assajola, the founder of psychosynthesis, said that 95% of our actions all come from self-image, and it's all imagination. And everything we do is to protect it, defend it, and maintain it, because it feels so real to us. And yet, how real is it? Some people might say, but I see what is, and my life has not changed. Do you really? You said, I see how life is. Okay, stop for a moment and ask yourself, where is this I that you have taken for granted all your life? The me part of you, that you see it as real. Right now, here now, in this very moment, where is this me?
Nowhere.
Nowhere, is it? Truly, when you look for it, that's looking deeper, you see? And you begin to see that all the beliefs that you've had differ from other people. And yet everybody believes that theirs is real. How real is it? When you begin to see that what you've taken for granted, what you've taken to be real, is really another concept, you become humble. Really. Things begin to happen automatically. And it is then that change happens, a very positive change. As I told you last week, you know, my wallet was stolen, and so I was in the process of getting papers back. And we were at the driving place, you know, to get my driver's license. And as we were there were a bunch of books being sold, you know, for $1, $2, etc., on a bin. And one book caught my eye, and the title of the book was, Why Are We Afraid of Love? And I thought, oh, this is very interesting. I opened up the book, and the first thing that it said is, what is love? Love is the forgetfulness of self. That's all it is. And yet all the time we're trying to get love. Me, love me, love me. You see? Not realizing that true love is a giving, not a taking. And that's why most relationships are codependent. Because we look at the surface, we don't really see what is. You see? When you start looking and seeing how it is, not how you're going to be. Because you see another thing, we don't see what is. In other words, we get caught in time. Because when you don't see what is, you're caught in the past. How things are to you because of the way you're conditioned memory-wise. And so, you live from the past and you begin to create the future. But here is one thing that we do not understand, is that tomorrow, which we base our future planning into, tomorrow is always remains tomorrow. The future is always the future. The future can never be now. Because when it is now, it is now. There's no future. You see? So the very word future, the very word tomorrow is just another concept we had taken to be real, in the same way that the past is the past. Yes, it happened. Of course it happened. But, you see, if we look at what is, it happened. It is not a happening. The happening can never be a time. Can never be in time. So then we go into, can I look at what time it is? No, it has nothing to do with that. Time is a concept. The earth rotating around the sun, creating changes, seasons. And so we keep check on them, we call it time is going by. But is it really? There's biological time, changes within the body. There are psychological time, which creates our concepts of past and future. And we live in our mind about what happened to us in the past and what we're going to not happen or happen in the future. And we miss what is obvious, this moment. You see? But why is it like this? Why is it that we live so much in the surface? The average person in the street has no idea who they are. And not only they don't know who they are, but they don't know that they don't know who they are. And that's a fact. And it's not just my say-so. This is something that every, quote, spiritually awakened person knows. Why is it like this? Well, it is like this because it cannot be any other way. Because we are here on earth for one purpose only, to discover the truth of our being. But remember, being, it already is. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. You see? He didn't say you're going to achieve it. He didn't say it was there, now it's not going to be there and come back. It is within you now. It is being. You see? So, but you see, being cannot be known unless it has resistance to it, which is called human. You are a human being. Now, the interesting thing part is that the human and the being, and this is something few people are aware of too. You see, but if you become aware of this, you begin to see what is. The human and the being are in contradiction to each other, which complements each other. Just like two sides of a coin. You see? There are two different sides, two opposite sides, but one coin. The human is always becoming. Don't take my word for it. Begin to feel it inside you. The human is always in a process of becoming. But do you know something? It never arrives. We want success. You know how many clients I have who are extremely financially successful? But they never there. They want more. It's never enough. You see? Because it never arrives. The human never arrives. And the being already is.